Hello guys, I'm MK Ultra, and you're watching another Blount Reviews. A Thanksgiving Blount Reviews. Happy Thanksgiving to all you guys out there who are cooking. Right now it is 2:41 a.m. where I'm at. Wanted to get an early start. A lot of people up early, cooking. Thought maybe you could tune in to Blount Reviews if you'd like. We got a lot of people out there. There's this movement in the community right now. People don't celebrate Thanksgiving right now because of the reason we celebrate, for the same reason that we celebrated Thanksgiving back in the day. We understand that Native Americans were raped and murdered and brutalized. We understand it. People understand that. We don't need to throw it in our face constantly. But now, we live in this time where we can all come together and have like this wonderful meal with each other. We're past all that now. And there you go. So I just want to say, to all the families out there, dude, every Thanksgiving there's always an argument. There's always an argument. And with the election that just passed and all these things that are coming up, please refrain from using these as topics at your table in Thanksgiving. Make it light. If you're a Christian, talk about God, talk about Jesus Christ, talk about those things. Those values that you hold true. This is what this day is for, is a reflection on the values and the things that you think your Creator has allowed you to have, if you really want to get deep with it. This is what this day should be a reflection of. Whatever Creator you think it is, there is. The universe, Yahweh, Jesus, Allah, it doesn't matter. This should be that day if you're an American. Think about those things that you take for granted all year. Those freedoms, those rights, all of those things. Think about those things that you take for granted and give thanks to whoever you give thanks to for, allowing you to be able to have those things. That's what Thanksgiving means to me. It is about gathering with family and sharing positive ideas with each other about the future to come. Because that's what you get together and talk about. You talk about what's going to happen in the future. You usually talk about what's going to happen Christmas or January. Talk about those things pertaining to your family. Use this as a time to become a better person, to reflect on how to become a better person. Maybe you're not ready to become a better person. Whatever, that's fine. It's your choice. Maybe you're not ready for that commitment. But think about it. Reflect on it. That's what Thanksgiving is about. It's not about just like thanks. Thanks is nonverbal as well. It's literally being humble to the fact that you weren't asked to be given this breath of life that you've been given. You weren't asked to, you didn't ask to open your eyes one day and just be born. You were just given this life. And that's why I think it's very important that you choose what you do very seriously in this life. That should weigh heavily on you, is what you choose, because you weren't asked for any of this. It was just given to you. That's a beautiful thing. Whether you believe in Jesus that gave it to you, or the universe that gave it to you, or whatever, like I said, that gave it to you. That's a beautiful thing, that you didn't ask to be here on this day, and yet here you are. Being the receptive creature you are, loving and thinking and being and living. You get to experience all of those facets of humankind. That's an awesome thing, and that's definitely something to be thankful for. That's definitely something I'm thankful for, and I feel like that spans all religions, races, all of that. I simply give thanks for being on this planet at this specific moment in space-time. We know that the government had some misgivings with the Native American people. And I hope that now we realize that the people don't necessarily reflect the government. It's been like that throughout history. This isn't the only time that that's happened. Our government is who created that. The people did not. People would not choose to brutalize other people. They would choose to live in harmony. Regular people do that. That's why those concepts seem so foreign to logical thinking beings on this planet of brutality and conquering. Be thankful for just being here. That's awesome. Anyways, Thanksgiving is amazing. Smoking on the Swisher Sweet Tropical Fusion. Shout out to Swisher Sweet, local business. I love you guys. This is usually really the only blunt that I choose to smoke on my personal time, not just on blunt reviews. Thanksgiving for me, a fall for me, period, since I was a child has been a great time of reflection. It's always been good. I have nothing but great memories from the fall time. So I'm very partial to the fall and everything that it holds, and just I feel like it's like a renewal of what's going on around us all, coming into the actual like rebirth of the year in January. If you break it down, it's like the rebirth. You get this new chance, the new year, setback. That's great. Kind of a religion all itself, if you think about it. Anyways, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Halloween has always been like my favorite time of year. Never have I ever said, oh no, this sucks, this time of year sucks. No, I do feel like we have gotten away from what Christmas really means again. Thanksgiving, giving, this is the time of giving. Not just Christmas, but Thanksgiving also, this is a time of giving and reflection and personal building. That's what the fall is for. That's why your body reacts in the way it does. You kind of eat more, which is why we have our feasts. You put on a little more weight. It's just, it all meshes together psychologically and physically and metaphorically. It all just meshes together and makes complete sense as to why you would feel these feelings during this time. Because it is ingrained. There is a reason why it's supposed to be a time of reflection and giving. Throughout the entire year, you've been taking and taking and taking and thinking about yourself. This is that one time you can give. So I definitely urge that you give to other families who are less fortunate than you. If there's not one thing in this world that feels so good, that is definitely giving something to another person who is less fortunate than you. Whatever it is, the shirt off your back, some food on your plate, the whole plate, whatever. You know what I mean? I just urge you to go out there and feel that feeling. It's been, we've been kind of negative recently on blunt reviews, and wanted to switch it up a little bit, keep you guys interested while you're cooking your turkeys and making your my favorite broccoli casserole. Oh my gosh. Shout out to those broccoli casserole lovers. Shout out to, I'm not a big macaroni and cheese fan, but I know MK Ultra is not a mac and cheese fan. I know it's like a staple, I feel like, for stoners and for the cannabis community, really, but no, I'm not a mac and cheese fan. Maybe I like meatloaf and stuff like that. I like, this. If I had to pick a side, it would probably be It'd probably be mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes. And my grandmother, shout out to Juanis Blyler and the Blyler family and the Battle family. My grandma's potato salad. I've had so many potato salads in this world. Hers is the best potato salad I've ever had in my entire life. I don't care what anybody says. I will put my grandma's potato salad up beside your grandma's potato salad. Just let me know. Challenge accepted, bro. You think your grandma's potato salad is better? Let me know. I will let you know that my grandma's potato salad is better. We will do a side by side if you want to. And I promise you, we'll do a blind test. I promise that grandma will win. I don't know what it is. I don't know what she puts in her. I mean, I do know what she puts in it, but it's just extra love. Extra love, I guess. Anyways, shout out to Granny. Shout out to Grandpa. He's sick. He has cancer. Shout out. Love you guys. Pray for my family. Think about my family. Don't laugh. My director over here is laughing. As I said, my grandfather has cancer. He does. He has cancer. I mean, I'm not laughing. There's no laughing matter. Cancer is something very hardcore that we, as a community, need to start addressing. I feel like more hardcore, in a more hardcore sense. We need to definitely, do something. But yeah, he's a strong man though. So I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I have a feeling he's probably gonna beat it. So he's probably gonna continue on for another 20 years. So. Anyways, Thanksgiving, be thankful, guys. You could be like, I seen a meme of a little girl. Yeah, I'm quite sure it wasn't real, but it was just funny. And it was a meme that was had a little girl's picture, and it was like, shout out to all those dead people. They really tried. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but it was just funny. It reminded me of that. Shout out to all those dead people that really tried. But you get all weird on you and scientific and metaphysical and all that on you. But they're not really dead. They're just outside of visible light. Human beings only see from 400 to like 700 something nanometers, which is very small in the scale of other animals and what they can actually see and decipher, and not just very small as to the actual. You have X-rays, you have all these other forms of radiation that you can't see but can be measured, and that the eye can't see, but they're there. So the eye sees very limitedly. So just to let all you guys out there who are dealing with grief during this time. There have been some deaths recently. I think the girl's name is Teal. She died in the motorcycle accident on Phillips Highway, and terribly sorry. And prayers goes out to the family during this. It's very sad that this happened so close to a holiday. I apologize. It's very unsettling that something like that would happen. So prayers go out to the Teal's family. She was on a motorcycle, and unfortunately, the driver of the motorcycle had already been cited before for driving too fast, and unfortunately, he couldn't control the bike and claimed Miss Teal. So evidently, I'm hearing that she was a very wonderful person, very nice. So I'm sorry. Definitely not something that family should be dealing with during Thanksgiving. Anyways. That's pretty much all I got for you guys today, or this morning, 2:55 a.m. If you're cooking that turkey, make sure you keep checking it. Just leave it alone. Put it in there. Cook it. Pull it out after the hour and a half, 2 hour mark. Check the temperature. Put it directly back in there. Just let it sit. Just let it go. You don't need to let it go for too long. It doesn't need to be super dry. Maybe you added a little, stuff some onions in there. Stuff a whole bunch of other stuff in there. Just, make sure that everything is cooked to proper temperature. It was that, which I think the proper temperature is what, like, for poultry is over 165? Yeah, over 165. I'm just telling you. Over 165, guys. Over 165 for at least, 10, 15 minutes? Something like that? something like that. Just, make sure that it's all killed. Don't dry it out. If you're flash frying the turkey, bruh, you ahead of the game. Not only can you not dry it out, you need to be careful. It tastes amazing, by the way, if you use the peanut oil. If you use the peanut oil, spend a little bit more money, get the peanut oil, do your thing, But be careful. Don't drop a freaking frozen turkey into hot boiling grease. It will bubble over and you will create fires, burn down your neighborhoods. It's happened before. We've had plenty of problems like this. There was a time, especially 1998, something like that, from 98 to 2004, we had this problem. And then finally people were like, oh, okay, let's thaw the turkey out, then fry it in the peanut oil. We're good to go. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. I love you guys. Merry Christmas. I'm going to do a little Christmas special too. But anyways, happy Thanksgiving. I hope that you have your family has many more Thanksgivings. And one day, we'll be able to dose our family with cannabis sides. Could you imagine some cannabis mashed potatoes or some cannabis potato salad, for old grandma and her arthritis? She would love it. Your whole family would love it. I'm not saying dose your family. I'm saying MK Ultra is always watching. I love you guys.